going on? I barely made it, dude. I barely made it. What's up? There we go. The chat's working, dude. No, there's hella fucking traffic, dumbasses on the road, dude. I mean, straight up, I almost fucking missed it, bro. I got here like straight up 2 minutes ago, bro. Hell yeah, out of pockets of shit. Their guitarist does a lot of artwork for REID. Mexico EDC, bitch. They announced that shit today. I told you I'd be there, dude. De nada. Y'all were like, yo, roll up. And I was like, dude, que pasa? Que paso, luego. I'm there. So we're just, shooting the shit today, bro. Shooting the shit today, bro. Stiff Socks episode was goofy. Thanks. I think. Yeah, it's funny. Those last two stories, at the very end, I told them, they're like, yeah, we got a Patreon, that we post like inappropriate stuff on. So if you have any fun stories, I was like, oh, for sure. And I was like, just so we're clear, this won't be posted on YouTube. And they're like, yeah, dude. But, it got posted on YouTube. So whatever though. It's funny. Doing another podcast in a couple days. I'm actually going to Austin later this week. Hopefully be able to go to Kill Tony at the mothership. Ow. I'm going to meet up with Timmy No Breaks, hopefully, if he's fucking in town. Doing a couple podcasts in Austin, actually. Lindsay is good. She is great. Hope you get on MSSP. Yeah, same, dude. Just, you got to have patience. I feel like rolling up to a podcast without knowing who they are is counterintuitive because you want it to flow. Like, I hung out with Trevor Wallace a couple times before we did that pod. Yeah, Apocalypse is going to be fucking sick, dude. Fucking hyped for that shit, dude. Straight up. It's going to be hella fun, dude. I got the old boy Prosecutes new hat out. Fucking go fucking buy his merch, bro. Kid's going to blow the fuck up, make a bunch of money. Got my old mouse back, so we're good. I invented the California accent, brother. That shit is straight up from me, dog. Dude, what's up? It's crazy that Google Docs still doesn't have fucking dark mode, bro. Oh, no way. I'm emailing this, I ordered pants and they sent the wrong size. So I'm like, yo, can I swap these? And the dude said he's a fan. So that's fucking cool. Maybe I can get some free denims. One sec, sorry, I'm just replying. And I'm back, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. What's good? What are you going to do? That's what I thought. Frank Ciav 197. Suh, dude. I love your stuff. Tearing together. Don't matter. Been a fan since day one. Thanks, bro. Thanks, dog. Damn, this is a crazy angle. I don't like that you can see my hips. How do I fix this? Raising desk. That's better, kind of. Oh, boy. Oh, nose is good now. It was I have like a weird problem with infections, bro. My infections just don't leave. I don't get it. But it's gone now. We're good. Back to your normal fucking programming today. Yeah, I went to the gym today. I did chest and my shit fucking hurts. Met a fan at the gym too. Cool shit. Best mixing tips, top of the head. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about what other people do with their mix. If it sounds good, and it will always get better. I'm mixing, my shit sounded good 5 years ago, and I'm mixing stuff now and it sounds even better. So the more you can't expect to like be new and have immaculate mixes, you know, you got to learn. Ooh, Crisley texted me. Shout out Crisley. Oh, damn, my tummy's going cray. God, I got that song, Bobby Rap's Wicked City in my head. Been slamming canned mackerel fillets and 100% oil. Fuck yeah, Tangor. My guy. Oh my God, I almost threw up. The fuck? Yeah, Crisley's a legend, bro. Dr. Chris. Club studio time sesh? You mean like mixing? Yeah, I was thinking about it. Frank Ciav, again, since when have you been? I've been streaming, I'm trying to stream every week, at least once, for like, I guess the past year maybe, if not 6 months. I miss it a little bit. I was doing it a lot more in the beginning because I didn't have any shows. Now that I have shows and music to finish and shit to do, I'm still doing it whenever I can, dude. Yeah, I got halfway through the new Big L album. I think it's great so far. I like to take albums at my own pace. You know whose album I've been blasting recently? I don't know if you guys know Waves. Of course you know Waves. But but me and, you know what's funny is I've been talking to him. Hold on. I don't even know the guy's name. Nathan from Waves. Me and him been chatting a bunch and been a fan of theirs since high school. And I just listened to their most recent album, Spun. Dude, it's fucking good. What's that song? I was fucking bumping it today, dude. Naked. I was bumping it naked. Shaking my shit around. Oh, dude. Spotify does this really cool new thing where whenever you open it, it just automatically starts playing. Super cool. I'm loving what they're doing with Spotify. It's really fun. So Long by Waves. It's really fucking good. Great guy. He has a new weed company called Wavy. Check it out. San Jose's show was sick. Bro, can't put down the cup. Yeah, thanks, bro. It's always a mixed reaction with that song. I obviously bleep out where it says Faggot because, you know, it's a bad word. But right before that, the N-word is said a bunch, so I don't know. It's a great song, though. But sometimes I see it and people in the crowd are like waiting for him to say the no word. Hello, Uncle Getter. How are you doing? I'm doing fucking good, bro. I'm doing fucking great. Fucking almost done with the first Red Bull of the day. Tara Reid uppercuts, yo, fire. Thanks, dog. Yeah, dude, Spotify's been fucking up. I mean, it's nothing new that Spotify, like, you won't make money from streaming nowadays, obviously. But yeah, now that the app is sucking, dude, they added comments. You can comment on stuff now. They added when you're watching podcasts, you can't just like do a black screen watching it. There has to be comments there and like suggestions, recommendations. Like, bro, I just want to listen to music and listen to podcasts. I'm like, I hate Apple Music, not for like any particular reason. I guess I don't hate it. I've just never really used it. I've been a Spotify guy for so long, but it's just getting, dude, it's getting so bad. Everybody wants to be fucking TikTok. It drives me nuts. Oh, dude, yeah, I already have to pee. It's definitely gonna happen soon. Just got Ableton after using FL for years. You got any tips, useful stuff to get used for someone new to Ableton? Love you, G. Thanks, bro. Just YouTube. Also, this isn't really a plug, but I'm slanging my project files on my Patreon for $18 a month. And there's like a walkthrough video. They're like an hour long for each song, and I teach you how I do my shit. And we got a bunch. I have a bunch. I don't know why I said we. I got a bunch up there. I film them all in here. In this room. Oh, wait, I could see myself in the mirror now. Random question. Suba Duba, one of my favorite songs to bump. Do you remember what inspired you to write it, or do you just write off rip type thing? Yeah, that was during the pandemic, and it was the first Tara Reid song back in a while. It was around the time I was skating, so I wasn't doing any music. Nobody was really doing shit because of the pandemic, but I had a lot of time off, didn't have to do shows, got super healthy. People thought I was like on heroin or something. I posted a picture with my cat, and I was really high. And people were like, dude, are you okay? But I was like dumb healthy. And yeah, I don't know. I was just feeling super duper, if I'm being real. If I'm being on. PP ooh. Yeah, was there any way to request a track reaction / critique? Yeah, so that is also part of the Patreon and figuring out the kinks. And it's going to work. I haven't done it yet, but I'm planning on doing it either towards the end of this year or early next year. I just have a lot on my plate, so I don't want to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Because then everything will fail. But the plan is either going to be I'll do a stream like this on Patreon specifically, and listen to people's shit. Depending on your tier, it's what priority you have. But the other option that I'm kind of leaning more toward is like almost like a podcast, but it's instead of a stream format, it'll be weekly video format of me listening to y'all's shit, whoever submitted it with Patreon. And it'll be randomized. But yeah, I'll probably do that just because streaming is very not time consuming, but like very inconsistent with views and just people who are there, like myself included. So like if I try to aim for Tuesday around 5 or 6 p.m. to stream, but like let's say with these new Patreon ones for the critique streams, if it's not scheduled and like one day I just pop up like, hey, I'm gonna do it, like there's a chance I could review your track without you being there to see it, and that's what I want to avoid. So I might just fucking do it the podcast style. Are you faded right now? No. I mean, yeah, dude, I'm so faded. I'm high, dude. Fuck. Any more funny Oliver Tree memories? Yeah, dude. There's a lot. We did a bunch of shit together. I remember before either one of us were like really putting out music and stuff, we were just like raging, and he taught me how to DJ at I think it was his dad or his uncle had like a studio space in downtown Santa Cruz that we would go to every now and then. And like, there was a bunch of instruments, but then there was like these Denon CDJs set up, and that's where he showed me how to use CDJs and stuff. And I remember it was like pre-gentrified Santa Cruz. And I remember one night we were there, like DJ was like 2 or 3 a.m. We were just smoking a bunch of weed and stuff. We went outside for a smoke break, and there were these 2 homeless guys, but they were Santa Cruz homeless guys. They were like surfers that like are homeless by choice. Probably like 50, 60 years old maybe. This old super chill dude, like rocket power dad vibes. And he was just sitting there. He just asked us for a lighter or like rolling papers or something. We're like, cool. And I forgot what we talked about, but we had like a deep convo. And then eventually this guy was like, you boys want to see a magic trick? And he whipped his dick. I'm just kidding. No, so we're like, yeah. And then he takes rolling paper, puts it in his hand, and puts some weed and some tobacco in there. And then like without even looking at it, he goes like this. Okay, snap your fingers. We snap our fingers, and he opens it up, and it's a fully rolled joint. Didn't even lick it or anything. Just perfect cone, ready to go. And I mean, that was pretty cool. We were trying to figure out how he did it for so long. Dude, yeah, Freddie Gibbs as Frozone. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, Santa Cruz has magic homeless people. It's kind of cool. It's like Harry Potter. I have a ton of really cool stuff planned coming up. A lot of which I don't really want to, a lot of which I'm not saying, but there's a good chunk of it that I feel like I could probably talk about. Maybe. Can y'all do that with your eye? Didn't think so. Instant Down syndrome eyes. Just kidding. Are you reviewing strictly EDM, or are you doing other genres? It's literally whatever you send me. And it's not going to be like everybody can send 5 songs. Like we're figuring it out. So it'll probably be like a Google form type thing, kind of like how Charlie does it. But it'll be like a everybody can enter one time per review. And yeah. So that way it's not like spammed. We're still getting the kinks out. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of the shit that I'm allowed to bring up, dude. Oh yeah, I may or may not be bringing the vlogs back. So it's could be a big deal. A ball python? That's what they called me in high school. They called me the ball python. Just want to say I love the growth I've seen coming from you. Thanks. Are you talking about like physical or like mental? No, I'm just kidding. Either way, thank you, bro. But yeah, vlogs are coming back. Are you bringing the bus streams? Dude, I wish. The problem with the bus cast is that everywhere we go, the internet sucks. Maybe we can do it and film it and just post it. So that way it's not streamed. Because we could totally do that shit. I am doing the vlogs. I've already done one, but I want to get a good grip of them ready. Because I do vlogs differently than other people. Other people are like, hey guys, what's up? And then they try to make it as long as they can so they can have multiple ads. I'm not trying to monetize. I mean, I'm going to monetize it, but I'm not doing it to... It's just... I film for 4 hours and then I just find like the funniest parts and then cut it into like a 5 to 10 minute video. I did it. I just finished the San Jose one. I'm going to do one in Austin probably. I'm linking with a bunch of stand-up comedians in Austin. I'm super hyped. Would you do a VIP of Dubstep is Dead? Probably not. It's so old. I was thinking about doing... That's another thing I could talk about is... all my old songs from like way back in the day that I don't have project files for, like flipping them all and like using AI to separate them into stems and then like redoing them and making them fucking schlap and make like mixtapes out of them. Restock Killer Rich hats. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. IG Live's cool, but you can only go for an hour. Oh yeah, sudden death tonight, right at Red Rocks. Is it tonight? Hour. Any cool Atlanta stories? Not really. I did a show there as Tara Reid a couple years ago, and some bitch kept throwing stuff on stage while I was playing, and I almost bounced. Just like chapstick, wrappers, candy wrappers and shit. 17th is when he's playing. That's what I thought. I was just kidding. No, Shreddy Krueger shirts do not exist anymore. If you see one in the wild, it's extremely rare. Yeah, Tara Reid is it's not on hiatus, but I'm just doing what I always do and taking a creative break. It's really hard to do two projects at the same time. But I'm just working on beats and writing lyrics, keeping it on the back burner. But I'm still probably not going to do the album this year. I kept saying I was going to do it before the end of the year. But I want to take my time with it. I don't want to just rush it out. Like, Tara Reid is a passion project, and it's not the money machine. It's not the doing this so I can work with certain people. It's just an outlet for that part of my brain. And so far, every project I've put out has been all love, all my stuff, with the exception of like collabing with other producers. Just constant all me type shit. So I want to keep that same vibe going for this next album. And it's in progress. I just have to buckle down. But I'm finishing all this Getter stuff. The plan is I'm going to finish this Getter stuff for this year, do all the shows, and then hopefully by the end of this year start recording for the next Tara Reid album, because I have all the beats and some great collabs I'm trying to make happen with Tara Reid. Sucks because a lot of people get signed, and like I'm technically signed as Tara Reid to the Orchard, but a lot of people don't look too deep into their label deals. And it's not that they get fucked over, but they might like not be able to work with certain people because, like, okay, for me, I am signed, but if somebody hit me up and I fuck with their shit, I could do it because I have a good deal. But if I'm not going to say anybody specific, but I know I recently hit up somebody to work and the label said it wasn't a good look because Tara Reid isn't insanely popular. So it's just like, dude, like, you fuck with the music, we can make it. It doesn't have to be a fucking popularity contest. But what are you going to do? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, dude. Thanks, bro. Yeah, the one with Token was fucking sick. He made that video happen, too. I was supposed to send him a bunch of footage, but I couldn't make it happen because I was on the road, and he just had his boy like edit my face onto some shit that looked really good. And honestly, low key, that verse, I had a different version of it, and I scrapped it, and that one I literally wrote it at night. Remember Crisley? Hell yeah, bro. I'm literally texting Crisley right now. Oh, hello. Okay, yep, it's that time, dude. I got to take the first piss of the day. Be right back. Yeah, that was the record time. That was the quickest one. My piss sprinted out of my bladder. Freddie Dredd next week? Fuck yeah. That's the boy, dude. That's the boy, dude. Am I supposed to be using it like this? Or does it fucking matter? Bro, someone needs to make a good fucking arm. Oh, I gotta pull my undies up. I don't know what kind of mic this is, but I use it for everything. It's a great mic. SM7DB. It's a built-in preamp. It's pretty nice. I think I would do No Jumper again, but like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird now. It's just like porn stuff. I did it a couple times back in the day before it like blew the fuck up. I mean, but like props to Adam that he made all that shit happen, and now he's hella rich and, you know, living life. Cool. But yeah, it doesn't match my vibe that much anymore. It's not funny. I feel like No Jumper is just like a cooler TMZ. Like I was saying last time, dude. I don't know who any of these new streamers or influencers are, but they're everywhere, and it's driving me nuts. And seeing it all get attention on No Jumper and all this stuff. And like Ethan Klein from H3 is just like, all he does is cry now. Last thing I want to do is to get fucking roped in the middle of some stupid fucking drama. And I feel like that's pretty possible to do with No Jumper. Yeah, I don't really know shit about the cucking stuff, but it's just not for me. I did it back in the day. Honestly, the last time I love Adam, dude. That's my dog. He's never done me wrong, but like, I don't know. The last time I did it, he didn't really seem too into it. And I read people pretty well. And I was like, I could tell it's like he didn't really want to do it. And it was like more of a favor. And it's like, dude, it's fine. Like if you don't want to do it, I'm not going to not be friends with you. But like, you know, any interviews coming out. They just put out the Trevor Wallace's Stiff Socks pod. I'm doing another one in Austin this week. I don't think I'm allowed to say it yet. But, and then doing another one. So doing 2 this week. I'm trying to just do as many as I fucking can. I feel like I missed the boat on these fucking podcasts. And I wanted to start one myself, but I don't really feel like it'd be pretty boring if I had a podcast. Favorite set event I've ever played? Lollapalooza, dude. That was the coolest. That was the best show. I brought Oliver out. I did a Tara Reid song. I would love to do Joe Rogan's shit, but again, like I said earlier, I don't know him. I want to chill with him before I do his pod, if I ever do it. When I do it, I'm gonna manifest it, put it out there. But no, I don't know. I want to fucking same shit. Like I'm gonna try to go to Kill Tony on Monday, and like hopefully link with everybody and meet everybody, make that shit happen. But yeah, I don't want to rush anything, make it weird. Last thing you would want to do is get a sick opportunity and fuck it up by like being too pushy or some shit. I overthink everything. I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, I feel like I'm in a position now where like not a lot of people know that I'm like active again. So I'm just kind of in my own little world doing my thing, and more people are starting to notice more. A lot of comedians have been hitting me up recently, which is cool. Man, I wish I wish Nick Coletti was still, I mean, we're still boys. I just wish he was down to do some more shit with your boy. We started a podcast, me, him, and Spock, but we only got 5 episodes and then it got abandoned. Not by me. But that would have been really funny. It was really fucking good. Red pill. What's a red pill arc? What is that? Is that a boomer take? Is that Matrix? Is that Chiliad related? Nick's just kicking it, bro. He's doing his thing. Multiple ventures, stand up. He just put out a stand up album recently on Apple Music. Fucking hilarious. I am feeling the need to kind of turn up my humor a little bit more on these new vlogs that I'm editing because Nick isn't there. But they'll still be good. No, we didn't release any of the episodes. Suh Dude project will be on page, yeah. I just finished a couple more videos for it. I don't know where they are. I don't know what I thought it was pulling up. I had a dream before your 2016 SF show that you didn't play any of your own music, and you never did. Yeah, I did. I always play my own music. I definitely play more of it now. Definitely play a lot more of it now. I think before it was probably 50-50, but now it's definitely like 80-20. Oh, got it. Got it with the red pill. I don't know. I've been a fan of Kill Tony forever. And I love it. I just want to get more involved in comedy, dude. I fucking love comedy. Fucking live comedy can't. Damn, look, I look hella short now. Maybe it's time to lower it. What do you think of the new skate? I've talked about it so many times, but I will talk about it again because I'm very passionate about it. I think it is dog shit, pussy ass, stank, ew, urine in a cup that's really hot. Just got it out the microwave. Pour it all over yourself. Dog shit. But it plays really well. It just feels like a smack in the face, dude. It feels like a giant gay smack to the mouth. Find me one video, one real life skate video where there's people skating in green thigh-high socks, in pink skirts or dresses. And I'm not being sexist or any sort of ist. It's just facts. The first 3 skates, well, the first 2 were like super duper tapped into skate culture. 3 was a little more arcadey, but still there. They still had pros and stuff. And now we just get a store. It's a store. Skate 4 is just a store. That's all it is. And it's crazy how overwhelming the community has been with their comments on stuff. Not even hate, just being like, hey, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And they're not doing shit. What did they do? They're like, hey guys, we've heard your complaints. We took out the peach cargo pants. Suck my fucking dick, bro. They dropped the ball so hard. But like I said on the last stream, I have confidence in it. Because if you remember the old EA game, sorry, it's not old, Apex Legends came out. But when that shit first came out with EA, it sucked for the first, like, almost year. Like, the first 2 seasons of the game were dog shit. It was the same thing. There was no great cosmetics. They were charging you out the ass for dog shit. And then once it got to, like, season 3, season 4 started to pick up. They had better maps, better weapons, better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's was there. So I'm hoping they do that. That would be great. What I don't understand is they say they're spending all this time on it and it went through playtests and all this shit. But like Skate 1 through 3 all took less than 5 years to develop, allegedly, I think. And so this one's been like well over 5 years of development. And I'm saying that because I played the playtest in like 2022. And it's still, like, they just should have never done a playtest. If they just dropped it without saying shit and it sucked as bad as it does now, there'd be a lot less people complaining. But half the shit in the playtest they took out. They took out the color sliders. They changed of the clothes. They changed the physics. They changed the way. There were so many more fucking presets for characters. The clothes were a lot more dynamic and looked less like Jello. It definitely didn't look like Fortnite or The Sims. It's a dog shit. So yeah, I don't like the new Skate. And honestly, I haven't played it in a while. The Halloween update was pretty much the cap on that bottle for me. And I turned it on today. On Steam, I updated it. Guess what? The update bricked my game. I can't even open it. So now I'm completely done with it. I'm over that shit. Yeah, there's no male or female, which is a great. I'm so glad they added genderless characters. I'm so glad they did that. I mean, that's very just skate culture friendly and stuff. Just add a middle option. Or have what you have now and just add male and female. And like have specific, because it's 2 different styles. It'd be great to have some real life skate brands too. Maybe have scratches on the board. I've been leaning into Session a little bit more. Subtronics has converted me. I used to talk shit on Session. But it feels good, dude. It feels a lot better. They still don't have a throwdown animation, but it feels a lot better. There's so much they could do with Skate to just make it like more appropriate and like accurate. What about Skater XL? Dude, what about it, bro? That shit is fucking washed. Those devs are worse because they just abandon it. At least you can mod it though. Session is definitely getting a lot better. It's from when I first played Session, like if you have Steam, like you can leave a review and then like edit it. My first review of that game was mean, and then I just had to edit it and be like, it's actually pretty good. Like they keep adding stuff to Session that people want. They keep adding stuff that people want for a good price. And yeah, they don't have multiplayer, but like They don't really need it. It would be fun, but like, all they need to do. I love Halo. I'm excited for the new remaster or whatever the fuck. But dude, this is a great idea for Skate right here. You want to hear my genius idea that they could just do this and save Skate immediately? Nobody likes microtransactions unless they're worth it. And right now we're getting neon leggings, skirts, chore dresses. When the fuck has there ever been a Skate video with chore dresses? Also, in the playtest, there was a Yeah Right skateboard. The best skate video ever, in my opinion. Yeah Right. They had a Yeah Right deck. It's out of the game now. Anyway, so with microtransactions, they're dog shit, obviously. All the prizes, the season pass and everything are stupid. I did pay for all of it because I do have money. So hate on that all you want, but I hate it, but I still bought it, so they won. But check this out. Skating, half of skating is fashion and style. I feel like that's the only detail that the devs aren't realizing. That's the only detail. Because it sounds great, the animations look sick, the tricks look great, but style, steez, fashion, that's 50% of skating. You could be the best skater ever, but look like a dumbass, and no one will give a shit about your skills, you know? So check this out. We have all these gay emotes that we're doing, like the fucking stupid little dances that you have to pay for. But what if they took out emotes? And I've said this already, but for those of you who haven't heard it, check this out. They were on the right track with the Fent, you know, the Fent thing they added where you could do that. So that's called fake steez. So if you hit that while you're landing, it looks like you have a certain steez. So if they just replaced emotes with like steez and then like tracked like Neen Williams heel flip, you can like pay $3 for a Neen Williams heel flip. I would do that in an instant. You could have one, but they're all controlled like emotes, right? That would be cool. So like if you're about to do a tray flip, you hold the left bumper while you do a tray flip, and then all of a sudden you're doing it like completely different or some shit like that. I feel like that would be a simple enough way for them to make money in a fair way and make us all happy. Because if I can pay to have, what's his name? Lil Dre, is that his name? His switch flips are like the best switch flips in the game. And if I could pay to have that, that would be amazing. So just replace emotes with steez. Stomp catch, boom. That'd be sick. Add a little bit more pinch to the trucks. It's an insane idea. I know, it's a genius. They're never going to listen to me. But if you see that shit happen in the next year, no, they definitely saw my video. Plural. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot they could do with it in its current state. Or just make it moddable. Or, I don't know, make me allowed to play it on my Steam Deck. You can't play it on Steam Deck. What game modes, bro? There's no game modes. There's a throwdown. I want to race. I want to play skate. I want to be able to move objects around. I want to be able to hit people with my board. Proximity chat would be hilarious. Add a Jet Set Radio Future expansion pack where you can tag up wherever. You and your friends can have graffiti and you can just tag all over the city. That'd be sick. Community parks that are made by EA. How about you just make a space and then make us able to build parks like in the old games in spaces with your boys. Add Hall of Meat. You pretty much already have it. Just give us the X-ray Viz. But more than anything, just give us keyframes, dude. That would shut that would shut me up if I could just make clips. It's fucking dog shit. Yeah, or make it moddable. What's the point of having it on PC if you can't mod it? It plays exactly the same on fucking... That's actually not true. It runs way better on Steam, Loki. Well, not anymore, but... Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. But I'll tell you, a couple friends of mine over in the Skater XL modding community are developing a new skate game that looks fucking great. And I talk to them all the time. Every single dev and person involved is doing it for the passion, not for the money. They're putting so much fucking work in, and the shit that he's shown me and the shit that I've talked to with him about, this dude Mike Crook, insane. It's going to top session. Pause. Actually, I think if I have this shit set up right, I can just show you the fake skate. It's called Fake Skate. I'll show you right now. Whoa. Hello. Where do I switch it to, bro? Can you see this? Okay, it works. It works. Crisis aborted. Ignore my mini meters is not where it should be.
Morning, Pete. Coffee's on and your Uber's on its way.
You know, I've been thinking, maybe I should just go by Peter now?
Peter Davidson.
Bro, Pete Davidson is grinding now that he has a kid.
Not bad.
Respect.
Sounds like I'm going to try and sell you an extended warranty.
I did mushrooms with him on the Real Bros set.
Named Petey.
Little P.
Well, he gave
or
me
Big
mushrooms.
D?
Oh, what about...
I have YouTube Premium, but I'm just incognito
You
right
want to
now.
go by PP?
You know what? I think I'm just going to stick with Pete.
Pete. I like it.
I like you too.
Okay. Yes, I know what Alexa is.
No time?
Bro, another?
Wrong. You can still look legendary.
Looks like
Braun
a
Series
skate
9
character.
Pro Plus.
Yeah, check this out. So it's obviously in super early development. So not everything's there, but it's called Fake Skate. And there's no release date for it yet, obviously. But I know the guys personally developing it. They did a lot of the Skater XL mods. But the main guy, Mike Crook, is like a fucking skate. They're all skate nerds, but like he's like a skate film nerd. So he's going as far as to like really, really nerd out on the audio aspect of videos. Like have different mic presets, different kind of like Session is kind of doing that, but yeah, J Boogie has 6,000 hours. Veladius and One Modus have sick maps in Skater XL, and Froke made like the Fro mod and shit. And this is like I'm gonna shut the fuck up after this, but this video is from almost a year ago, so it's definitely coming along besides this. But I'm looking more forward to this and Skate 4. They're gonna blow Skate 4 out the fucking water. These fools are gonna be so rich off this game, I promise you. They're doing a lot of the physics stuff right now, so all of this obviously doesn't look great, but the physics is what they're concentrating on. A lot of really fun, yeah, like the characters look like shit right now, but a lot of fun control stuff I'm not going to talk about, but he told me that they're doing with it that makes it so fucking fire. Ignore the character, that's just for reference. This video is more like board physics, like the pinching of the trucks in certain clips. But in my opinion, it looks like it's going to be like Skater XL meets Session, and it's going to blow both of them out the water. I'm so hyped for it. Talking to Mike Crook about it, and seeing how passionate he is about it. They were actually, I was talking with him about the ideas I had for Skate, and I wish they would do. And yeah, look at that. Generic pedestrians that would like move out of the way. All very customizable. Oh, you know I'm going to do a bunch. I told him, I'm like, bro, I'll do a free fucking soundtrack for this. I don't give a fuck. Gear stacking, this is cool. So obviously it looks like shit right now, but they're going to make it so like you can have a shirt on and then put a jacket over it and a hat and then put the hood on from the hoodie, but still be having all of the shit. Like just real life dressing, pretty much. These are like kind of closer to the maps that the other guys do for Skater XL. He was telling me about like having modifier buttons, customizing a trick to do it exactly how you want. Again, the character is just for reference, so don't pay attention to that. Just pay attention to the board and the physics. I don't know when it's going to be out. They're not giving a tentative... Look at this. This is the UI. They're not giving a release, which I'm glad they're not doing yet. Yeah, the UI is all on the phone. Looks really sick already. And then you got your video camera. They're focusing like all their attention, pretty much exactly like Session is doing, but from a different angle. Like these are all dudes that love skating and have played the fuck out of Session and Skater XL, so they're kind of just filling in the holes. He said that you're gonna have a bunch of different cameras you can use, like a VX, that's the only camera I know, but there's gonna be a bunch of different cameras and mics. You can travel by bike, keep your little board in the, oh shit, what the fuck happened? Oh, okay, cool. We're gonna restart it. Travel by bike, keep your board in there. Pretty sick. Trigger physics based catch. Things actually need to touch for stuff to happen. Like skaters' feet needing to hit the board to catch it. Dang. Yeah, how it doesn't land completely straight like that. Because like if they do it right, which I'm sure they will, but like it's gonna look even better than the tricks do in skate. But I like that they're taking their time with it. I'm sure they will have a flick it system. If they don't, I'm sure someone can mod it right in. But knowing EA, they're probably like trademarking the flick it so that nobody else can fucking use it. Because I know flick it used to be in Session before the 1.0 release. But these are all modders that are making this game. Skater XL modders, Session modders. So I'm assuming they're going to make it mod friendly as fuck. The skater looks hilarious. Look at that wall ride. Physics-based wall ride. That tiny, thin little rail. What the fuck? Fully working camera accessories. That's a flash. And if you go, they have a Discord too where they're like posting more updates. They like mapped all of Toronto, so you can skate all of Toronto when it comes out. Look at, see the clothes look so good. They're like moving around and shit. It's funny, it looks like the first skate playtest that I played. I think this is Toronto, actually. Yeah, I told him, obviously Night Cycle will be in it too. I told him anything he needs, like, to make this shit move forward too. That I got him. I got him. This is an old one from 2 years ago. Even earlier. Just a deeper look. But yeah, it's worth following it because I'm telling you, you know, your boy's smart and I like to call stuff like that. I'm calling it that will be the best skateboarding game. Electric Force again? Fuck yeah, I would, bro. Tell them to book me. I will do it. Have you ever used the Visu spectrogram plugin? Now let me check it out. I use the Noisia Vision plugin. Tritic Visu. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I use the Noisia one. When are you coming back to New Zealand? January, brother. I'm doing a show there with Puya and Fat Nick. I know, dude. Making games look so complicated. But like the reason Session turned out to look so good and have so much lore, like the historical challenges in Session are insane. But the reason for that is because the dudes who made it love skateboarding. But because they're not EA, they don't have the fucking pockets to make all this crazy shit happen. So it's slow and steadily becoming amazing. Skater XL was amazing, but then the devs just abandoned it completely. But like, dude, I couldn't. If the devs actually gave a fuck, Skater XL would be on top still. But yeah, Skate's disappointing. Fake Skate should be cool. I also feel like there's a giant space to be filled in professional gaming, like competitive gaming with skating. Like, can you imagine if there was like a whole like SLS style for fake skating games? That would be fucking awesome. I'd bet on it straight up. Oh yeah, dude, GTA 6 is very excited about it. The founder of Rockstar, who's never done interviews, just did Lex Friedman's podcast. It's like almost 3 hours long. It's really fucking good. If you haven't seen that, Dan Hauser. When are you coming to Indonesia? As soon as I get booked out there, big guy, I'm super down. I don't get to really. I'm not like, I want to play there. Let's do it. The promoters in Indonesia got to hit up my agents and make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. Yeah, indie studios will always make a clunky game. Yeah, Skate feels great. I'm telling you, like it plays great. But like everything else, that is what's making it trash. And it's not even anything like out of their reach to fix, bro. It's fucking EA. I don't know. I like to complain a lot, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Skate is doomed. I think it's just going to become like a mobile game for kids. It's going to be Fortnite, which is fine, but like, I'm not going to fucking play that shit. I already haven't been playing it, dude. And especially after that crazy nerf they did with the fucking rip chips, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing? It'd be one thing if the stuff you get out of the boxes are worth fucking, if they're cool. I'm not going to grind my ass off for long green socks. Fucking stupid. 720 was sick. Or Rockstar made a skate game, Thrasher Skate or Die. That shit was pretty fun. You have to like run from the dude with the taser. I've been playing this weird game on Steam called Skate Lab. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's like skateboarding, but kind of like fingerboarding. It's pretty fun. It's a bitch to get used to, but it's pretty sick. It looks so good, and the physics are really tight. You got to really tweak your settings, but it's pretty fun. Yeah, loot boxes suck. You're rich. Yeah, I mean, I have money, and I'm disappointed. I got, like, out of the new skate pass, there was, like, 2 hats, 2 shirts, and 2 shorts. That's 6 items out of the 100 items that are sick. But like, dude, in the old playtest, they had camera filters. They had keyframes. They had different decks. They had a bunch of skate brands. All kinds of shit. So I don't really know what they're doing. I was just under the impression that when it's a live service game, it will be tended to. And the devs will be very communicative. Is that a word? The devs are there. That was my impression. You ever planning to visit Europe? Again, man, as soon as I get booked out there, I'm out there. Communicative. What doom scroll have I found? I've been trying not to doom scroll, but I have been doom scrolling. I just find like cute memes to send to my bitch. Yeah, Get Her at Rampage would be mental. Tell him to fucking book me. There's so many shows that I feel like I would totally fit. Next year, I guarantee I'll be at all of those. Salt Lake for New Year's? Am I going to Salt Lake for New Year's? I'm doing Tara Reid in Salt Lake December 18th. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, the 30th. New Year's Eve. Bro, I was chilling with Pasquale at fucking Warped Tour. That's my guy. But unfortunately, I feel like, in my opinion, companies like that have so many people working for them that, you know, I can have a conversation with him about where he wants to put me on a lineup, and then it just won't happen. That's just, the company's huge. But what are you going to do? I ain't complaining. Yeah, doom scrolling is very unhealthy. I always get stuck in it. And I literally will watch nothing. Like, nothing. I'll just look at nothing while I'm taking shit. Or if I'm bored as fuck. Oh, A Damn Killer? You know A Damn Killer? He did a song with Young Lean back in the day. He's actually a great rapper. A damn. He's great. Who does my visuals for my shows? A bunch of different people. I'm thinking about hiring a creative director early next year to keep everything consistent. I hate doing all the creative shit myself. I mean, I love doing the creative shit myself, but it makes for a slower pace. Talking to Dylan Francis right now about making some new music. Me and Danny just started one, Sudden Death. Space Laces, obviously, where we have a bunch of songs we're working on. Is it consistent with statistics? Yeah, that was a great show in Nashville. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Dude, I'm so sick of spam emails. It's crazy how that shit's legal. It's crazy. A dentist I went to 5 years ago is still sending me emails, and I unsubscribe and I block and I report and nothing. They're just still able to hit me up. I think it's weird. I feel like when companies get super big and they start making a bunch of money, their goal is to make more and more money, obviously. But at a certain point, everything else starts to suffer. Like Spotify, like fucking Google, like EA. Remember when EA made fucking cool games? Jolly good show, chap. Can you explain the Diplo and Friends mix you dropped in 2016 on New Year's, I believe? I listened to that live at midnight. Did Diplo make you do that live, or was it pre-recorded? Definitely pre-recorded. I don't think. Usually whenever I do a mix, I'll make it in Ableton. Oh yeah, Boots House was fucking nuts, bro, with Marshmallow. That shit was sick. Dude, I literally, on my way to the studio, I was talking to my older brother on the phone, and he told me to check out Begonia. I haven't even heard of it. What the fuck is it? Oh. Yeah, I'm going to see this. It looks cool. Here's your cuck money, FLR Ableton. I tell everybody Ableton, but all the programs do the same shit. It's just whatever one you like the most. I try them both. You can easily get trials or like tester versions. Check them out. But I think Ableton's the easiest. It doesn't look that great. Ableton does not look... None of them look good, actually. Stay away from Bitwig. I didn't like it. I also didn't like Cubase. Logic is cool, but I think Logic 9 was better than Logic X. Never used FL. But Ableton's cool because a lot of the stuff built in is like really good. Yeah, the workflow in Ableton's unmatched. There's Max for Live in Ableton, which is essentially like mods. Like people make their own plugins and for Ableton, so it's pretty fucking crazy. BandLab. P number 2 is coming up. Vinyl plans, yeah, I just got the test vinyls for Tara Reid. Those are on their way. I was trying to get them out by Christmas, but shit took a fucking year for some reason. So yeah, vinyls are coming, but they're taking literally forever. Yeah, I actually just started a song with Moody Good. We started 2. Okay, I have to pee again. Round 2. I got a question for y'all. I was arguing with my manager about this earlier, or yesterday. But fucking, do you guys prefer full-length albums nowadays or EPs? So like an album, my head's fucking hot. So think of it like Tuesday. Think of it like I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. If I had 12 songs and those 12 songs come out at once and last me for a good half a year, would you prefer that or 3 4-song EPs that go through 6 months so it's fresh? Because I was just thinking about it, and like as much as I love full-length stuff, in the case of EDM and style changes, because you know my style's all over the place always, I was thinking instead of having a full-length album for Getter, to have like 3 EPs, all different themes. You know what I'm saying? Just because, let's say I put out a full-length album, 12 songs, hypothetically, and let's say 4 of those songs are heavy dubstep, 4 of those songs are rap inspired hybrid fucking stuff with features on it, and let's say the other 4 are like visceral style melodic, right? What if the heavy songs do well? I feel like the prettier songs will kind of get left in the dust and forgot about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I did like catered EPs, of course this is my real hair. What do you mean? Yeah. I feel like everybody's attention span is a lot smaller nowadays, which is fine, but EDM is always forever changing, very trendy, there's a lot of freedom in it. And I feel like it would make more sense to have carefully curated EPs to drop. Because that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm trying to get a deal with a label, flexible deal like I was saying, but for Getter, and it might come down to signing an album, but I want to talk with them and be like, okay, I'll give you an album's worth of music, but music videos are cooked nowadays for EDM, in my opinion. No one really gives a fuck about music videos that much anymore. Screw the label, yes. While I would say screw the label, nowadays, releasing independently is not the best move, because check this out. Independently, there's a good chance you could get money if you treat it the right way. But since I'm doing it myself, I don't have all these plugs that I used to have, and everything has changed. So if I were to sign with a label, I would sign with a label for the plugs and for the opportunities, because a lot of these podcasts or music video budgets, interviews, stuff that you see people do, like what's it called, Tiny Desk, stuff like that, Hot Ones, stuff like that. Like a lot of those things can be done with labels. Like there are a lot more possible with labels. I'll give you an example. When I did Manifesto and I got to do On the Radar, that rap thing where I rapped Chin Check. Like I couldn't do that on my own. You know what I'm saying? And you see, I've tried out a PR team. I hired a PR team and they just stole my money. So I don't really want to do, and Oliver Tree warned me years ago, to never do PR, bro. They're going to steal your money and it's never going to be where it needs to be. So yeah, that I would sign to a label for the ability to do stuff that I can't do on my own. Because if I was able to do everything, I could release it independently. Because it's not like I'm going to sign and they're going to be like, Getter, thanks for the music. Here's $5 million. That's not how it works. At least with me. The money is the last thing on the radar for me. I'm trying to see how to get my music heard by more people and more eyes. You know? The labels are good for budgeting stuff. Because the other thing people don't realize about labels, maybe you do, I don't know, but it took me a while to realize this. But let's say I did a deal with a label, they give me $1 million, right? It's up to me to choose what to do with that $1 million because it's not just in my pocket. I owe it back to them. Any money that a label gives you is a loan. An advance is just a loan. So, okay, I'll actually give you a real life example. When I first signed to Ausla way back in the day, like over 10 years ago, probably. Over 10 years ago, I gave them an EP and I was a new artist with barely any listeners, but they believed in me. So they gave me a chunk of change and they were basically, I forgot the exact number. Let's call it 50 grand, right? Probably less than that, but let's say it was 50 grand. And they're like, okay, this is your essentially your project budget. This is 50 grand to do with whatever you want to do. So you can take it all and put it in your pocket. But regardless, whether it's 50K, 5K, 5 million, you owe it back to them. It's called recouping. So they give me 50K and then I chose, instead of pocketing it, I think I pocketed like five grand or 10 grand or something to like help with bills. But I put most of the money towards the Head Splitter video. And I told them I wanted to do a sick music video where I am tripping balls in LA. And they're like, cool, here's a filmer, here's this, here's that, blah, 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 blah. And they just charged it within. So nothing out of my pocket. I didn't make any money from the releases because it was all going towards recouping. Does that make sense? And then on the next label deal I did with them, they increased the amount of money. So I went harder with the videos. I think we did 2 videos. And then it just goes on and on from there. So my most recent album, Manifesto with Tara Reid, they had given me an advance. And we put a lot of it towards promotion, a lot of it towards PR, so I could get like on the radar and interviews and like, you know, spots. Playlisting is a big thing where like you get put on like the Tirade playlists and like all these different playlists and shit. And like the Nod Your Head music video wouldn't have been possible without a label. I think it was like a $40,000 music video, you know? So it's like, that is what labels will give you nowadays. So never, if you're ever thinking about signing or see people that sign, if you see a rapper that's broke and all of a sudden has a ton of money, chances are they signed with a label and pocketed all the cash, which is fine to do. I've also done that. But for the sake of revamping your career or getting to that next level, it's the smarter route to get a label deal that's flexible and cool to where you're not limited and they're not going to tell you, no, you can't release this. Be able to release everything you want, a certain amount of songs, collabs, whatever. And it's like, yeah, just to help the project. But after that big spiel, I think I want to do 3 EPs. You know? With obviously stuff in between, singles, remixes. Like for instance, Visceral, great example too. I feel like there was a good 3 or 4 songs on there that didn't get any love because the other ones got love. Ooh, there's like a protein chunk at the end of that. Ugh. I don't know if those are Oliver's real teeth. I'm in the dark as much as you are. Cooler Than Me remix was fire. Thanks, bro. Much love and respect. Traby666. Traby? Can we get more Bryson Wade? I wish. Everybody hates Cody. It's unfortunate. What's up, Haunter? So how are you making money if you have to pay it all back and they own your music? Pretty much everything else. Because the other thing is like, if you're a small artist and a label gives you a huge deal, it's a scam. They're ripping you off. Because the talent and the longevity of the artist is directly related to how much money they can bring in. So that's why I said like my first deal was super low. Even now, I'm still very careful about any deals I do because like, okay, the Manifesto album, another great example. So I could have taken when I say small, I mean like smaller than fucking Ski Mask the Slump God or, shit like that. But like, I could have taken probably $1 million deal or multi-million-dollar deal, but I'm confident and comfortable enough in my stuff to know like my range of like how much money I can bring in, how much stuff I can do solo and blah, 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 blah. So as soon as you recoup the money back, you're making money. You know what I'm saying? So think of it like, it's like a bank loan. So if I sign for $500K and they give me $500,000, I have to make that money back to them in a certain amount of time, which you can do multiple different ways. But again, I always will take a chunk and put it in my pocket. Okay. But it's never a giant chunk. And it's like, think of it like this. Yes, I'm not making a fuck ton of money off rip from signing to a label, but I'm saving a lot of money and have the ability to do stuff that I wouldn't normally be able to do with my money. Like I wouldn't spend $40,000 on a music video. I would probably just spend 10 and do it myself with my friends versus like work with professionals in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Oh. Yeah, I was thinking about taking all the other thing is like, I don't like that I have a lot of my music on Firepower and I've wanted to get it back. So I'm making an effort right now to get all my rights back for my Firepower music and possibly make new versions and release them for free. But yeah. You know what I've been replaying recently is the GTA 4 DLCs. They're so fun. They're great. I was just in Vancouver. I just played a show in Vancouver. Yeah, dude, women have synchronized periods, men have synchronized burps. Straight up, dude. What's good, Get? I've been listening to you since you started. Love the content. Keep it up, bro. You're quite literally the reason I started making dubs overall. Fuck yeah, Websy. My guy. The U.S. tour just ended, brother. You doing any shows in Vegas? Yeah, I'm doing Jackpot, that festival. I live in Vegas, so I would love to play a fuck ton of shows out here. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'll give you some fire advice right now. If you want to make a fuck ton of money in the music industry, work with a bunch of musicians that you believe in, regardless of how famous they are. Just straight up. I've seen most of my success financially is from that. Because the thing is if you make a song with your homie who isn't shit, technically speaking, like numbers wise. Like when I worked with Oliver, he didn't have any, like, I mean, he had fans, but it wasn't like Oliver Tree like you see now. You know what I mean? I think he was just going by Tree back then too. I worked with him just because we were homies, and I'm like, dude, you're so good. Like, there was no like vision of like, damn, you're gonna be famous, so I'm gonna work with you. It was just homie shit. It was just like he liked the way I worked, I liked the way he worked. Same with Suicide Boys. It was just we were the same place. I fucked with them. I liked the vibe. I knew the vibe, and then like still getting paid from both of those, and have plaques for both of them too. You know what I'm saying? And then that also opens the door for working with other artists. Like I'm working with Young Gravy right now. I'm working with a lot of cool people in that camp, and it's like all of that stuff is because of the stuff that I've done. So because I chose to work with these people just out of creative interest, not even financially, and they blew up and our songs blew up. I did so many songs with so many people, and like, let's say out of the 50, 3 or 4 of them did well. But those 3 or 4 enabled me to be able to go to the studio with Joji or fucking Ski Mask or fucking Gravy, like any of these huge heavy hitters. And then like once you can get in there, that's where the money lies nowadays. If you want to make the most money from music, just saying. I would love to do Area 15. Saw Tape B a few years ago in a tiny ass venue, stood right next to him as he was playing. No cap, crazy to see the come up. Fuck yeah. Of course I'm still making dubstep. I just put out I mean dubstep is so broad now, but I like to like the past couple songs I've recently put out are definitely dubstep. They're just different BPMs. I just finished a song with Shakewell too. That's a dubstep song. But yeah, it's pretty much, I'm making a lot of heavy shit right now. What's up, Jack? Yeah, GTA 4 is definitely worth still playing, dude. That shit is so fun. If I move to Florida, am I going to start golfing with Puya? Probably not. I'm not a big golfer. I think golfing is super lame, but then again, I've never done it. If I move to Florida, it's specifically just to be around my friends. I miss the male camaraderie aspect of living life. Not complaining. I just moved away from it, and now I'm missing it. Like the real homies. I could tell you when you're fucking up or when you're, you know. There's so much stuff I make, and it's only my opinion on it because I'm the only dude I chill with. And so I never know if it's like as good as it can be or not. But anytime I go to Florida and I work on stuff, it's like that's where I make the best stuff because I'm with my homies. Am I affiliated with Suicide Boys? Yeah, I produced Radical Suicide for them. I was friends with them. I say was because I just never really talked to them anymore. I wish they booked me for Grade A. That'd be cool, but I mean, I don't need it. It would have just been fun to play arenas. Yeah, I don't know. I hope we're so cool. If you could recreate a Firepower song, will you recreate the sound design? Probably not. I'd probably add sounds. I'd probably keep what's there and just redo everything else. Like beef everything up. What up, DMZ? A long time. Did I listen to Skrillex's new track with ISO-XO? Yes, I fucking did. That shit is great. Do I believe in aliens or what? Yes. Yes, I do. I saw a UFO, but I don't think it was aliens. I would probably move toward Miami, but not in Miami. What songs would I play for Grade A? Just all the Tara Reid hits. But I also feel like I wouldn't fit very well on the Grade A lineup. Everyone always goes so hard. I feel like if I did ever do Grade A, I would have to play first. Because I'm fully aware that my Tara Reid music is not mosh pit music, shouting music. It's very lyrical. It's very fucking boomer old head. I get it. You know? No one's doing fucking mosh pits at my shows, and I'm not sour about it. That's what I signed up for. That's what I want. I want all my friends to be in their 30s, or all my fans to be in their 30s. Just kidding. I wish people cared more about lyrical style shit. That would be great for me, and just in general. But I understand why the latter is more popular. It's less, not everybody wants to fucking read a story or have to listen to everything. You know? I fuck with Joey. I don't really fuck with Cemetery, but I don't know why. I feel like I would have been a way better option than Cemetery, but I mean, that's just me. You know? Would I ever make something like Visceral again? Maybe I already did. Maybe I already have a bunch of stuff in the chamber ready to go. Maybe I'm dropping a lot of it on Patreon, which I am actually. Cemetery, his song Slaughterhouse is really good. I'll give him that. And I do like his branding. But I feel like he needs to take himself less serious. Some of the songs are great, but they're dog shit. Like, sonically. Great songs, but just like, they're meant to sound like shit. They're me songs. And I feel like if he leaned into that a little bit more, it'd probably be a much better road for him. Like, even some of the biggest death metal bands, like, are pretty satirical. Like Sanguisugabog is like some of the heaviest shit out right now, and even when or even Peeling Flesh when they play live, dude, it's like very lighthearted. And if Cemetery was like Joey's a great example, dude. Joey knows he's hilarious, and what he does is funny, and he makes music too. Same with my shit. Tara Reid, I'm very serious about because there's nothing funny about it. I'm just a great rapper. But it'd be weird if I was like fully serious with my Getter project and funny, but also like was fully, I don't know if that makes sense. Waco is heavy. Yes, Waco's so underrated. People don't know Rocky is the other rapper in that song. We switched off a bunch. Yeah, Slam is hilarious. Slam in general is hilarious. Left to Suffer collab, it's already in the cards. But yeah, I would love to do Grade A, but I don't think it's going to happen, and I understand why it wouldn't happen. I just wish the boys were like I don't think the boys do a lot of the decision making with who's playing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they did, it would be a lot different. I feel like it's a big management thing, which isn't a diss. I think when you're an artist like that and you get to that level, it's very rare for the artist to be making those type of decisions. And I don't know, maybe one of their managers doesn't like me, or maybe they had the same idea as me where it's like, yeah, Tara Reid is a homie and would be cool, but probably not. It doesn't make the most sense. You know, if I had more hype shit, that'd be different. Would you play Grade A as Getter? Probably not. I feel like that'd be weird. The crowds are completely different. I feel like that would be even worse than if Tara Reid did. Hell yeah, I got into Salem, King Knight, all that shit. That was my high school bops, dude. So blurred out. Hey, bitch, I can't see. I've sampled that a couple times, I think. Was Tomorrowland 2017 profitable over 5K? I don't think so. Another thing people don't realize too, and again, I'm just giving you the facts here. This isn't me talking shit or complaining. So wherever you're located is your market. Anytime you go out of the country, that's a different market. So if I was crazy famous making $100,000 per show, never done that. I hope to someday, if I work really hard maybe. But $100,000 for a show in America. That means I'm popping in America. I'll go to Europe and do a fraction of that. You know what I'm saying? If I went to Europe right now, it would be so much lower than what I get here because it's a different market. Same with Canada, same with Australia, any of these things. So no, that was not profitable, but it was for that reason. I had never played Belgium. Anytime it's a first time playing a show like that, you're not going to make a fuck ton of money unless you're like a giant artist, which I am not. Kubla Khan collab would be sick. I met the singer at when we were young. He was super fucking cool. He was like a Texan dad. He's like, yeah, buddy. I'm like, yo, you did great. You fucking killed it. He's like, thank you, partner. I'm just very tired. I want to go back to my hotel room and have me a good night's sleep. I'm like, dude, you're the man. Are you excited for the new Predator movie? Bro, no. I'm so over all these fucking IPs. I wish they paid writers and stuff more so we would have a lot better shit. Because they keep just remaking stuff and making sequels and stuff. It's just like, dude, how hard is it to come up with another thing like Back to the Future that isn't Back to the Future? Boom. I'll give you an idea right now, okay? Give me 5 seconds. Boom. Magical surfboard. Some dude discovers it, becomes a pro surfer, but then he wrecks it to a cliff, and then he doesn't have his skills anymore, but he has a big competition coming up. Then he finds out whose board it was and becomes friends with him and actually learns how to surf for real, ends up winning the competition. And moral of the story is you don't always need the special thing to win. Boom. Look at that. I just wrote such a good movie. Boom. But they don't want to pay people, so it's not going to happen. Star Wars, squelch of the baby oil. But the other thing is I've heard this on multiple podcasts. Comedy is struggling, comedy movies. That's why you'll never see just like another Superbad or like another, with the exception of like independently funded movies like Theo's or like fucking Stavs or like even Tires, you know. But no one wants to go to the theaters to see I mean, hey, I'm just reporting back. I would love to watch comedy in movie theaters. But apparently that's why there's so many crossovers. That's why you see a comedy drama, like a cop comedy or like 21 Jump Street, stuff like that. It can never just be a comedy. There needs to be some sort of aspect. Like there's comedy horror movies now, which are fucking retarded. They just did Good Fortune with Seth Rogen. It was I gotta check it out. Mark Norman say, hey, Mark Norman used a Tara Reid song for his new show, Script to Stage. He used Nod Your Head at the end credits. It was pretty cool. I love Mark Norman. I want to meet him just so I could say that. So I could be like, hey, you used my song, big guy. Thank you. Comedy. Yeah, Tim Robinson is probably my favorite right now in terms of entertainers. Chair Company is great if you haven't seen it. It's his new show on HBO. Really fucking funny. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's just like we were just talking about with video games or with movies or with shows. Like, okay, Real Bros was so good because no one made money and it was all just homies trying to be funny. And we're all like, this is really funny, this will work. But the reason why it struggles nowadays, in my opinion, is because if you're an actor of that stature and you're making a fuck ton of money, you can go and do one project for like $2 million, or you can do a passion project with your buddies for maybe 30 grand, but you have a family, and most of these guys do. So they're going to go the other route, which is understandable. So it's like very hard for people to meet in the middle and make passion projects that are really fucking good. That's why independent games come out that are insane. That's why corporate games that come out are dog shit, and all of these sequels and remakes are dog shit. But all the original stuff that comes out, Hereditary, Weapons, Channel Zero, VHS, all of these are like made for people that give a shit and like have a passion and are chasing that passion and just so happen to have a good budget. Let me tell you, if I was supremely rich I'd have a whole production company, dude. I already have a TV show idea and a movie idea and a clothing company idea. I have all types of fucking ideas, but I'm going to grind and get there. I have a show that would be better than, Real Bros that I am trying to write with my boys right now. Do I still talk to Nicoletti? Yes, that's my dog for life. Hometown San Jose show was great. A lot of fun. I spilled wine right on my shirt right before I played. I wasn't drinking. I was trying to open it because we didn't have a corkscrew. Do straight edge people use Zins? Yeah, probably. There's different types of edges. There's straight edge, which is like sober, but I'm pretty sure you still smoke cigs. And then there's razor edge, which is absolutely nothing. Not even Advil. I have a homie that's razor edge that like got surgery and wouldn't let them put him out. So he was just awake, fully aware during a crazy surgery. What happened to the Shred brand of clothing? It just dissolved. I started Shred to get me and my homies some money monthly. I was in a situation where I was living with a couple friends that didn't have money. I wasn't stupid rich, but I was getting money. And so I wanted my friends to have money too. So we essentially started Shred to give everybody jobs and a role so that they could do what they wanted to do for fun and still make money, because the job for them was fucking easy. But I just started to not really give a fuck about the company. I wasn't adding anything to it, and so it was just kind of burning a hole in my pocket. And I ended up losing money, and everybody who was working with me either dipped or was like, yo, I'm trying to do something else. I can't be doing this. So we just dissolved it because I just didn't have the fucking time for it. Mount Rushmore of comedy, go. I would put George Carlin number 2. Shit. Joey Diaz. Shane Gillis. I love Big J, but I don't know if he'd be in the Mount Rushmore. Jim Jeffries. Patrice O'Neal. Dave Chappelle. I think that's a pretty good top 5. Thank you, DMZ. You're the man. I love your content, dude, bro. Thanks, dude, bro. How do you say his name? Sudieri? Would you do a collab with Sudieri and DJ Smokey? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm trying to bring Smokey on tour next year if he's down. Do you think Rancho Bros should get a spin-off of Real Bros? No. I'm highly against spin-offs. I don't like spin-offs. Because then if that spin-off does well, they'll do another spin-off. But I think people just gotta, dude, come in, slide in there, make something original that's good, slide back out. And slide back in if you got more ideas. But don't, like, if they asked me to do a Real Bros, like a Bryce spin-off, I'd probably do it for the money. I definitely would do it for the money, but the money has to be great. You know, but I feel like if it's whatever there was to say has been said. I don't think there's much more you could do with Real Bros besides like holiday specials. I do think I told them a while ago they should do a Christmas special in the snow. Space Laces and Getter EP, more like album. Allegedly. One and only I'm talking to right now about working on some Getter shit. Smiling Friends is fucking great. I love that fucking show. I've been following Psychic Pebbles and Michael Cusack for a long time. So it's good to see them come together and make something great. Yeah, holiday kickback would be fucking hilarious, dude. Bryce's, I'm like, dude, imagine they all get a cabin. Kick back at the cabin, dude. And they meet up with like Shaun White again, or like just something with snowboarding, and then have Bryce just suck ass at, because I do suck at snowboarding, and then have Johnny be like it's so easy to come up with. Bryce would be the snowboarder that thinks he's the shit, but he sucks. Maybe shatters his knees or something, or some shit like that. Nick Coletti will fall in love with Duncan. Will fall in love with a girl running a ski lift or the rentals. Johnny will definitely be the only one in the crew skiing. Yeah, very, very doable. I just think people are over it, honestly, and I really do feel like it's not even like the way Jimmy expressed it to me. He's like, I want to put this to bed because I'm doing other shit, because it was his creation. The guy who plays Xander, Jimmy, and like once they wrote the movie, he had told me the movie was originally not a movie. It was like 2 or 3 seasons worth, but then they made it into a movie, and so now it's like. You like DiJosta? Yeah, I went to his house in Greece a while ago. DiJosta. Favorite songs you've made as Terror and Getter? Honestly, my new shit for Getter is pretty fucking dope. The stuff I haven't dropped yet. Dream collab finished. Flying Lotus probably would be really cool to work with. For Terror, Prelude. I really like my flow in Prelude. Also, First Blood is super underrated. Thoughts on the new Aesop Rock album? Damn, another new album. I gotta peep that. There's so much new shit coming out. Favorite Flying Lotus track. I don't know. Getting There is super generic, but actually, I have a flip of Getting There that I made that I was going to drop on Patreon soon. Maybe did I drop it already? I don't think so. But check this out. Yeah, I gotta finish that one. I thought I posted it already. Yeah, the squiggle noise is... So I used AI as a tool to separate it into stems, and I had the drums, and I put that plugin knock that I'm always talking about. I put it on the... I'll just fucking show you. How about that? Let me crack this bitch on ope. If you're a part of the Patreon and you watch the walkthroughs, you know I always say crack this bitch on ope. So let's crack this bitch on ope. Let me find it. Might as well. I'm in the fucking studio, right? Where is it? Getting There flip. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Do you know why I had to punish you? I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm so glad I didn't update my fucking Mac recently, dude. I've just been hearing nothing but nightmares from the recent update, so I'm really glad I didn't. Just getting all this shit minimized. All my secret stuff that you're not allowed to see. All my dick pics. Oh, it's not letting me hide them. All right, whatever. Stupid. It's not really dick pics, I'm kidding. Dang it. Stop. All right. Here we go. Switch it on over, can't. Okay. So if I let's take all the Sophie. It's literally just this is exactly what the walkthrough videos are like. In case you're wondering. In case you haven't joined the Patreon yet. Right? So I'm using this AI that I use down here. It's called Lala AI. And I split it into stems. So this is the no vocal split. I usually, I'll take the vocals out and take the one without vocals and put it back in. So this is also a drum split. So I'm getting the drums separately. So, right. And so I added, just go about one at a time here. Utility's not doing shit. See how the knock is fucking it up? It's clipping the shit out of it. There's also, not clipper, which does exactly what I'm doing with this. So I could have just done this. Just literally squashing the living fuck out of it. And then compressing that bitch. And then this is side chaining the kick and the snare. And then for the kick, I'm actually using... Oh wait, sorry, not the 808. I don't want to open it up because anytime there's an internet plugin, like I do not recommend Sublab XL. Ramzoid has an 808 cooker that is way fucking better. So get that one. But I made the sub in Sublab XL. Anytime I open this up, it shows my email, so I'm not going to do that. But... shaping it with knock. Now the kicks in the original, I'll show you what I did. So he obviously uses a drum pad because it's not quantized. So that's really hard to mimic. So these are all in the exact time as the actual song itself. So I'll show you what I did. It was a fucking nightmare to do. But it wasn't that bad actually. So I'll take this. And then I'll go beats, arrow with the line. So that is basically just making it so it's stopping at all of the transients. Right? So I'll take this, fucking consolidate that shit, can't. Now you just got a bunch of transients. But that's essentially, with the exception of a couple in there that are hi-hats, that's the kick pattern. So if I were to line this up down here with the kick, see? Like they're so out of time, but it's matched up. So then what I did is I'll take something like this. Then you right click, convert drums to MIDI track. And now I got them all right here. And it obviously sounds like dog shit. No, that's not what I did. Hold on. Maybe I did the melody. One of these will work. But it basically just turns all of these transients into single notes. Yeah, see, there we go. So then I would take this and find out which ones are just the kicks. So like this one, get rid of that. Get rid of this. And so I literally got his kick pattern just by using the Beats way. So obviously it would take more time, but that's how I mimicked his unquantized drums. It was a fucking headache. And yeah, just kind of. Here, I made a funny ass beat last night. I'll show you it. It's so stupid. This is a free game, by the way. Yeah, fly low. It's a fly low flip. Sampled Zelda. This isn't the one I was looking for, though. Hold on. Aw, damn, I don't think I saved it. That shit goes though, right? Pretty good. This is stupid. Just working on these chops last night. Make a beat out of this. Fuck it. How long? We're almost at 2 hours. Yeah. Let's make a beat out of this, and then let's get the fuck off of YouTube. Let's grab some in and out. Maybe jerk off. Just kidding. But who knows? The night is fucking young, bruh. It's unquantize it a little bit, humanize it a little bit. That's a good one. Get a nice little fucking kick in there. I like that one. cooking. We're cooking. So I can get this over here, cunt. So I can get it over here, cunt. Need some OTT on it. Low key. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to chat right now. I'm fucking cooking, dude. Let him cook, bro. Straight up. Sounded fucking good, cunt. Let me throw a little sound shifter. Nope, not mono. Not mono. This straight up is it's like graduation music. You fucking did it. Congrats, yo. You fucking did it. Now it needs some cool vocals in there. Actually, let me see. I've split a lot of...
Bitch, you ain't no killer hoe when you ain't got no killers on the scene with nigga when you come home. Bitch, you better do it.
Nope, stop it. Stop.
Nigga when you come home. Bitch, you better do it right. Nigga when you come home. Bitch, you better do it right. Nigga when you come home. Bitch, you better.
I think there's another part.
Dim the fucking lights.
Cause my we don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Cause my nigga, we don't give a better do it right. Dim the fucking lights. Cause my nigga, we don't give a fuck. Nigga better do it right. Dim the fucking lights. Cause my nigga, we don't give a fuck.
What else do I normally do? Chorus.
Better do it right. Dim the fucking lights. Nigga, when you come home, bitch, you better do it right. Dim the fucking lights. Come it right. Dim the fucking lights. Cause my nigga, we don't give a fuck. Nigga,
Stretch that last bitch out right there.
nigga, when you nigga, when you come home, bitch, you better do it right. Fucking lights.
It's all right. Let's try this.
Nigga, when you come home, bitch, you better do it right. Nigga, when you come home, bitch, nigga, come, bitch, nigga, when you come home, bitch, you better do it right. Motherfucking lights. Nigga, when you come home, bitch, you better do it right.
It's pretty good. These. Let's find another one. I do have a lot of unfinished stuff I could just finish, or at least start to. Get a gynae. Sorry, I sort of blacked out, didn't pay attention to the chat at all, but what is this one? Yeah, ass. It's pretty hard. REID, who do I contact for my order? From the REID store? There should be customer service thing on there. If not, I would DM all the All But Six Instagram. Might be too slow for this one. Let's see if I got any throwaway verses here. Give you all a fucking free verse real quick. I gotta take another piss and I'll look on my phone while I'm taking a piss. 1 sec. Oh. All right, let's see what we got. Mm. Just looking at all my lyrics that I've written to see if there's anything that matches this. No, I think I gotta write a fresh one to this, honestly. Maybe. Someone's sensei. Really does suck when you find out that no one really gives a fuck about your life and such. Man, I was tripping. Alright, let's see this one. About your life and stuff. See if it works. Speed it up a little bit. No, up. It really does suck when you find out that no one really gives a fuck about your life and such. Man, I was tripping, but fuck it, I'm back in ripping. Cruising with absolutely nobody dipping. Sipping on some energy, top it with amphetamine. I'm gross, man, I'm just trying to be the better me. His new shit is sounding hella me. You're gonna need a speed boost if you wanna get ahead of me. You see, you're doing just what I'm talking about. Walking around with my name in your mouth, and when I clap back, you ain't even make a sound. Scrambling around like they trying to get the stinger out. But I ain't a boss, I'm just a boss. I'm doing shit big with my candy painted gloss. I get that hoe a toss if she really trying to play. Cause that's just how I do, bitch, I do it every day. Y'all gonna be learning from the best like a sensei. Hey, great, like some fresh squeezed lemonade. So sweet, don't make me call my fleet. We put this on repeat and turn your ass into ground beef. And now you sleep, I wonder what he dreaming. Reading the underworld, turn into a demon. You're screaming, have your eyes started bleeding. You're dealing with the overlord, best keep sleeping. Just something light in there. I didn't breathe at all. So, yeah, what's that? That's from fucking February. I think I have it. Gives a fuck about your life. Yeah, this one. It's such I was tripping, but fucking man, I'm back in ripping, cruising with absolutely no one. I fucking hate that beat though. Yeah, cool. Sick. Sounds better on this beat, honestly. What else we got? Nope, not all of that. Not all of that. Don't need all of that. I was working on this one a little bit. What I'm known for. That'll be sick. That'll definitely be a Terry beat. No, I didn't record that. I was just going. That was definitely not a freestyle too, by the way. Don't be telling people that was a freestyle. That was a free verse, open verse I had. I have a couple of those in case I'm ever able to go on a radio or anything. Trying to use, you know that new thing, Suno? I tried to get it to spit me out some I'm not going to use these, obviously, but like to get ideas for...
My cup is a purple lagoon. Splash. Says in my pocket, I'm flying to the moon.
That's AI Suno. That's crazy.
Gas in my lungs, got me
Yeah, I want to finish this one though. Break a hoe. This isn't the right version. Let's see what else we fucking got here, dude. We'll give you a little sneak peek at something I've been working on. Probably shouldn't, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, Suno for vocals, and also if you're able to get, I haven't done it yet, but getting Suno to make you songs that you can sample is kind of fucking sick. Something like. Oh yeah, I have 11 Labs. I use 11 Labs a lot on Manifesto. I made the Cult. If you heard that album, which I hope you have, the cult leader that's speaking throughout the whole thing is Marshall Applewhite. He's the leader of Heaven's Gate, and I got a bunch of his vocal clips. This was like as soon as 11 Labs made the voice cloners, so before it was like regulated. So I was able to find a bunch of his clips and then make his voice, and then I recorded my own voice and then switched it to Marshall Applewhite. But now there's a bunch of like extra stuff you have to do, and it has to be your voice, so I can't do it anymore. But it was good. It was really good stuff. Okay, yeah, we're past 2 hours. Let's see what else we got in here before I get on out of here. Oh. Is that heavy clip you just played cool to clip? Is this with someone? No, that's my own song. And you know, I'll let you use your best judgment. Just a new one. I've been working on a lot of really heavy stuff like that. I think I've played this before. Yeah, this was... I was trying to remake this. Couldn't do it. Great synth. Pretty good stuff there. Two script, half full, make a full script. What else we got? Oh. My fucking neck can't. My neck fucking hurts, can't. I really got to go through and like clear out a bunch of these projects, dude. Bleh. Oh, this one's really cool. I need to finish this one. OC rap cunt. You fucking sick cunt. Fuck oath cunt. Come on, dude. Media files missing. Dude, all of them are missing. Please. Help me out here. The song's great. Can't tell you how many songs I've had to abandon because Ableton just can't keep an out. But I did actually just figure out how to make that go away. Come on. Come on, mate. I'm just relocating all these. Whew, okay, I got them. We're good. There's 2 left. Zipper Rip. And Ambient Forest Rain. Okay. Where is it?
Listen, you wouldn't want to miss this. I met this bitch the night.
Oh, it's because there's sound shifter, I think. Why does it sound so fucking weird? It's a cool mashup. I think
It was a hot night and
let me hold on. Let me double check something. One sec. Una más, por favor. Okay, no. I was gonna say this is the next one. This project file's the next one to drop, but it's not.
it was a hot night in August. Humid. Hit the stove to get some OJ to stew it. I'm cooning. Ooh, shitty. I'm in the world's biggest little city. Seen a girl with some big ass titties. Top notch did it. Bitch knew she was pretty. Get goosed in the city. Get your purse took. When I stepped in the life, she cut the earth shook. Before I switched the first up, let me lace ya. Fucked her, had her crying like somebody laced her. Gave her a taste of some real macaroni. She spoke she would do anything for me. That's no baloney. Baby brought me bread. Freak me on the freeway on the 80, gave me head.
I knew there was a fucking sound shifter.
Before I switched the first up, let me lace ya. Fucked her, had her crying like somebody laced her. Gave her a taste of some real macaroni. She spoke she would do anything for me. That's no baloney. Baby brought me bread. Freak me on the freeway on the 80, gave me head. She never seen a Savage and Tim's. Pushing S5, sitting on some dad rims. She only sees me, European king. She only sees me with rain spring. She only sees me, champagne tree. She only sees me having hella G. She only sees me, European king. She only sees me with rain spring. She only sees me, champagne tree. She only sees me having hella G. Listen, you wouldn't wanna miss this. I met this bitch the night before Christmas. Baby made my hit list Christmas night. She
Pretty good drums. Yeah, this is how important knock is, bro. I'm telling you. Listen to it without it. It makes it. It makes it. She only what? Oh yeah, I gotta get out of here soon. Fuck, it's already 8:30, dude. See if there's one other thing I could show you here. Oh, yo, does anybody in this chat, DMZ, I know you know who I'm talking about. Has anybody ever heard of Grumblex? Back in the day. It's like this 17-year-old producer. He put out some of the hardest fucking shit, and I totally forgot about him. It just randomly popped up. But I really want to play a lot of these out live, so I've been trying to flip as much stuff as I can. Fucking crazy shit, dude. Yeah, dude, nobody knows Grumblex, bro. I knew you would, though. What else we got? Oh, yeah, I found... This is an example of how I was saying I want to redo all of my old shit and put it out again. If you know this old classic Getter song. This is also... I did this in 20 minutes, so it's very shitty right now, but...
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains. Right the fuck in.
I know you're tapped in, DMZ. Me and nobody knows this. Me and DMZ go way back. Low key. What was the other one I was gonna show? Is it Haggard? I remade all the Haggard synths. And I was gonna... Is this it? Nope. I remade all the Haggard synths. If you know that, that's another... It's even older than Deadly. I remade all these synths and I was gonna do something with it to drop it on Patreon with all the presets and everything. Obviously, I don't have the drums, but I remade the synths as best as I could. I feel like I did a pretty good job. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. That one's definitely not exact. Drums are dog shit. Whenever I make drums now for edits like this, if I'm not going to release it, I'll usually just use Space Lace's drums because he has the best drums out of anybody.
Move! 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 Move!
Bruh. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Well, I got to get out of here, dude. A lot of good shit. We talked shit. We talked more shit. I rapped. You got to peep some new shit. So, hey, I'm glad we got a little something. Okay. I look dead ass. I heard somebody coming to my room. This place is definitely haunted. But yeah, I got a lot of. Let me look at my calendar here. I got a lot of new music on the way. Next week. Sorry, 10 days from now. So let me go through this. November 14th, Mickey Chan 3.5 comes out. There's going to be 2 slowed down versions. There also might be something cool from Tara Reid that day. Not a new song, but let's just say Steve Rod, keep an eye on that store. TaraReid.com. I don't know what the fuck is happening with my Getter website. I have no idea. But they've been saying it's going to be done, and it's not. So I'm just waiting on that. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good ass night.